Good morning, guys. Welcome to Operation Crypto Market Update today. Got a new camera, new circle, so we'll see how that goes. But we'll take a look at crypto markets as we do every single day, and we've dropped back down to 20k. I opened a long yesterday, and that just got absolutely decimated, but I had my stop loss in. If we just go down to the hourly, I'm kind of think this isn't range bound action anymore. I mean, I opened a long from around here. The bottom of those 2 wicks at 20,500, and I was targeting up here, and then I had my stop loss at 20,200. So I lost about that 3 or 4%, slight little bit of leverage on my trade, but that's what stop losses are there for, and that's trading for you. I mean, if you're right all the time, then there's something going wrong, I think. But you know what I mean, yeah. I think the price in general, it's just bleeding. The stock market's pulling it down. This morning we've got a bit of a strong dollar. If you're looking at the DXY, we've had a breakout now of this downtrend here on the lower time frames. It's nothing to get too excited about yet. As you can see, we've had 3 taps on that trend line, so to me that confirms that is in a, or it was, should I say, in a downtrend, and we have broken out on the lower time frames. I mean, for anything significant, we need to get back above these levels here. If you look at the bottom of this move here, I mean, it was a major resistance level here and here. So that's the level it needs to break above to maintain any bullish narrative. So you are looking for something like, what's going on there? Something like this. You're looking for either a rejection off this level. It's rejecting at a minute here, you can see already. But if it did reclaim that and flip that to support, then you go on and create some new local highs. If we zoom out and have a look at the weekly time frame and have a bit of a zoom out, you can see it's been a lot higher in the past. We've been all the way up to 120, and imagine if it got up to 120 again, what the state of the markets would look like. That's not just the dollar. I mean, that's the Nasdaq, that's the S&P 500, the ES, the FTSE would probably start to plummet as well. The GBP, the Euro, the Drax, everything against the dollar would probably start to plummet. Apart from the ruble, I think the ruble is doing quite well at the minute, it's that war now, isn't it? It's a war of currency, it's that war of economics. I think we all hear the brutality of what's happening in Russia to the people of Ukraine, and also the Russian soldiers. I mean, I'm not sure how accurate the numbers are, but Ukraine is saying 35,000 Russians are dead, and you can't just turn your nose up at that either. I think there's so much going on, and ultimately it's now coming down to a bit of an economic battle as well. You have got all the bloodshed that's happening, and it is savage. And we've got all these boots on the ground that are taking a stick. I know personally from experience of going to war, of doing 18 years in the army, that it's a tough one. But it's the governments that are running the show, and it is down to economic warfare as such. And that's why you'll see a strong ruble. Even when it died against the dollar, it's starting to pick up strength. The dollar is starting to pick up strength. It's just that economic battle. And for us, your average Joe, we deal with the brunt of that in terms of cost of living. That's just gone up insanely. The price of oil shot up, which then had a knock-on effect to push the fuel prices up. I'm not sure about oil price. Shall we just have a quick look at UK? I'll see what that's doing. Even if we look at crude, yeah, that's been just continuing to push up. That's on futures. I think I've got UK oil on here somewhere. We'll have a look at price of that. Where's UK oil? It might be around here somewhere. UK oil, there we go. That's continued to push up, and that's showing that the price of fuel, it's around £2 a litre now, which is insane. You're talking maybe 6 months ago around 120, so that's increased dramatically, and that's just due to oil. So everything's looking shit basically, and like I say, you have the Joe, me, you, the retail investor, the ones who unfortunately deal with all the shit and the aftermath of that while governments play chess with each other. And it is shit. And for me, although it is taking a negative impact on crypto, and people seem to think that Bitcoin is that store of value, I still think that this Bitcoin and the general crypto market is a hedge against all that traditional bullshit that we personally see. And it is what it is, isn't it? I mean, although we're seeing prices going down, at some point we could expectedly or unexpectedly see a rise in cryptocurrency, and that could be like say me, you, retail investors, interested in getting more involved in cryptocurrency and trying to be our own banks, because within the banking sector we're getting mugged off in terms of interest rates, in terms of mortgage rates, which will be going up soon if that housing market does collapse, which a lot of people are starting to talk about. We've got recession, and ultimately it will be, like say, me and you who will deal with that pressure. So for me, that's why I've been buying crypto. I know prices are going down, but at some stage I'm expecting a rally, whether that's tomorrow or whether that's in a couple of years' time. I'm happy enough to wait out, use that capital that I've sidelined over a previous bull cycle, and use them funds for my own living costs, which are growing out insanely. But also use them funds to start buying into projects which I think can change the world. And we've got Bitcoin, it is that project that could change the world. In terms of usage, I don't think it will be the asset we use in the future. I think it will always be there, and it probably will be that king, really, that pedestal that everybody aims to be looking at. But with a proof of work network, I think it's uneconomical. It's bad for the environment with all the wattage that's used. I mean, you've got going against the grain there. You've got El Salvador, which are mining Bitcoin via volcanoes, which, I mean, that's free energy, so we might as well. But I think you got to look at decent projects that are going to, like say, change the world. And for example, RSR, that's a project that can change some of these countries that have hyperinflation. We've got Polkadot, which is it's a solid blockchain. We've got Elrond, which is another very capable blockchain, which is hitting all those green targets. So there's a lot of projects out there that we can start to take note of and start buying. Although the markets do look diabolical, the rise will come, and I think it was Stacking on Twitter was saying, look, the best time to make money is now. Although you may not feel like it is, because everything's going against you, and you will see, what you will see is your pound dollar, your fiat value, your US dollar value starting to drop, and that plummets, and it makes you think, well, it plays the emotions, doesn't it? You don't like losing money, but in reality you're still holding the same amount of crypto, and within time that will increase and it will start to grow. But it just doesn't feel like it right now, does it? It feels like fuck me, I just want to walk away and leave it and and just put all my money in my bank. But that's what we're trying to do in crypto. We're trying to get away from that and trying to, like I say, be our own banks. So we kind of went off topic there a little bit. Well, not off topic, but went away from a bit of price analysis there. And in terms of price analysis, you're better just sitting on your hands, really, and just keeping those spondoolies ready for the next major move, whether that's tomorrow or whether that's in a few months' time. Keep those spondoolies, keep those shiny coins, those dollars, those pounds, and keep them for when the price does come to a decent level where you are thinking to buy. Whether you want to buy an asset is up here once you see some relief, or down here when you think it's going to 1k, that is your decision. But for me personally, I've started to buy. I know that a price can come down. I do know that a price could come down to 10k potentially. I don't think it will, but I just know that it definitely has a possibility, just due to the fact that in previous bear cycles we have done 85% drops on Bitcoin, and it is what it is. I remember back in 2018, I was down massively. I think I made about 100k on my first bull cycle, and then it pretty much went down to about $500, and that's lessons you learn. And hopefully, if you're new to crypto and you've been around for the last 6 to 12 months and you've seen your portfolio do exactly the same, don't worry, it will come back in. It's just a steep learning curve, isn't it? I mean, for me, that is the best way to learn. Learn from your mistakes, and then, well, I say that I should have took more profit this time, but it is what it is. But yeah, learn from your mistakes. And yeah, that's my thoughts today. I'm not going to do any analysis on Bitcoin. It's a bit boring, it's a bit mundane, and not every day we can talk about Bitcoin price, because look at that. It's just, I mean, what is it? That is exactly what it is. What is it? So that is going to do it today. Some thoughts on the market, something a little bit different there. I did say on previous videos that I'm going to do a free educational course soon on the basics of crypto as a beginner. I'll probably do one of those and I'll put on my YouTube. I'm not sure if to do it in an entire video about an hour long, or I'll break it down in segments, but I'll decide that soon. And then I'll do a bit of a trading course too, just the basics about trading, how to set up TradingView, just how to do things, how to use indicators, how to read candles, and that will be coming very soon. So keep your eyes on this channel. If you're new here, make sure that you are subscribed, smash that like button, and I'll catch you next time.